What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade coming to y'all with the instant basketball analysis on the Analysis Playground, going live on there on YouTube exclusively, like you guys know. And we're gonna talk about Kevin Wayne Durant balling on the Cleveland Cavaliers. They could not stop this man. If they put two bodies on him, they couldn't stop him one on one. The ball was moving like they knew what each other should be at. They was getting threes. They was getting to the paint. This looked like a different team. This didn't look like the Phoenix Suns tonight. They looked like a completely different team. How the ball was moving, how they were scoring, how they was turning down shots to get to the mid range, get to the basket. This team looked like a complete team, and we haven't seen that since the beginning of the season. And guys that's been watching the season know that the Suns have been playing totally different throughout this year. And sometimes Nick Richards was the reason. Sometimes it was Mason Plumlee. Sometimes it was Nurkic. Sometimes it was Bradley Beal. Sometimes it was their defense. But they looked like a different team tonight. And I'm not going to get too excited because they have done this recently where they beat a team that they shouldn't beat or they lose to a team that they shouldn't lose to. But this was a great game and a good step forward for the Phoenix Suns. If they decide that they can still make it and they start playing like it more, it will look more like this. And this team, like I've been saying all year, they're hard to stop because they have guys that can create their own shot and they can make plays for others in Bill, Booker, and Kevin Durant. Plus, they can beat you and torch you one-on-one. But the season series is tied 1-1. Cavaliers blew out the Suns 2 months ago. And obviously, the Suns ended up beating them by double figures today. So they don't face each other unless they play in the NBA Finals. And we still got to see if the Suns go make that play-in tournament or the playoffs, while the Cleveland Cavaliers have already clinched their spot to make the playoffs already. And it looks like they're going to be the number one team in the East. But we still will see on that because they lost 4 in a row to this point. And the Suns are now 34 and 37, 22 and 13 at home. And the Cavaliers are 56 and 14 and 26 and 9 on the road. They had a great record, but it's starting to look a little bit worse the more they continue to close out this season this way. The Cavaliers didn't even look like themselves. I didn't even know what they was trying to do, how they was trying to do it. They got down bad in this game too, and the Suns were just all over them. But Suns won that first quarter 35-34. They also won that second quarter 27-17. They also won that third quarter 36-28, but they lost the fourth quarter 33-25. But the league was so big it didn't even matter because once you shave off those points, they still won by double figures. Evan Mobley, 7-14 from the field, 2-4 from 3, 0-2 from the free throw line, 16 points, 12 rebounds, so a double-double for him. 4 of them was offensive, 5 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 1 turnover. He's a -9, and plus minus a great game from him. And I liked it, his defense, and I liked it the way he was scoring. He's just a really good player to have on your roster. The problem was Jared Allen. He only played 22 minutes. He was 3 or 4 from the field. He did get 6 rebounds. 2 of them was offensive. He had 1 assist and 2 blocks and a turnover. But he was a -9 also and plus minus. But he finished with 6 points. He didn't really contribute as much as you needed to this game. But like I said, he didn't play a crazy amount of minutes tonight. And Evan Mobley did have a big night for the role that he had to play into this game. Darius Garland was back. He was 8 of 16 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3. He did have 5 rebounds. He did have 6 assists. He did have 5 turnovers and also 2 personal fouls. He's a -4 and plus minus. And this is going to sound kind of funny. He led the entire team with 18 points. That was the person that had the most points today, was 18. And it was Darius Garland. He had a great game, though. I like what he was doing. He added speed. He added quick decision-making. He added some quick scoring when they needed it, but it was a little bit too late for some of it, too. Donovan Mitchell, 2 of 18 from the field and 0 of 8 from 3. Just can't have a game like that against anybody. You help your team lose, especially when you shoot long threes, which can turn into transition opportunities for the opposing team. It's just a bad look for Donovan this game. He looked at gas. He looked at like he didn't know what he really was trying to do, but he did chuck a lot too, and it didn't really help his team at all tonight. He was 3 or 4 from the free throw line. He did have 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. He was a -9, also in plus minus. He had 7 points. And then Max Strus, he did what he usually does, which is knock down threes. He was 3 or 5 from the field, 3 or 4 from three. He did have 4 rebounds. 3 of them was offensive. He had 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 turnover, 4 personal fouls. He was a -9 and plus minus. That was 4 guys that was -9 and plus minus tonight, and they all was in the starting lineup for the Cavs. And the fifth guy was Ty Jerome, who was a big part of what they do in this game too. But Strus only had 9 points tonight. Dean Wade played 16 minutes. He was 2 or 3 from the field. It was all threes. That's usually what he's going to do, is space the floor and knock down shots. He was able to do that. He didn't have a bigger role than that in today's game, but he ended up being a -14 and plus minus. DeAndre Hunter had a big game off the bench and led everybody in scoring. He was 6 of 8 from the field, 3 of 5 from three, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 1 rebound and also 1 assist. He had 2 personal fouls. He was a +3 and plus minus. He also has 17 points tonight. He's a tough cover. He's just so physical. He has good touch, good jump shot. He can hit the perimeter shots if you leave him open, and he's been doing a great job of filling in those roles that they need him to. Isaac Okoro, 3 of 6 from the field, 2 of 5 from three, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 personal foul, +5 and plus minus 10 points. Didn't really do anything out of the ordinary. He's been better at that 3-point shooting in the last couple games, and he didn't really do much outside of shoot threes, really. Ty Jerome, he was 5 of 8 from the field, 2 of 5 from three, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. He did have 1 rebound. It was offensive, 5 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, 2 turnovers, 1 personal foul, a -9. Like I said before, he had 16 points. I feel like it was a good showing from him. Their bench really came through for them and made it tough and made it hard for them to go down the way that they were looking like it was going to go down. But they ended up making up some of that lead and cut into it, but it just wasn't enough. Sam Merrill, 2 of 7 from the field, 0 of 4 from three, 7 rebounds, 2 of them was offensive, 4 steals, 1 turnover, +2 and plus minus 4 points. And then Javante Green, 1 of 5 from the field, 1 of 2 from three, 3 rebounds. They all was offensive, 1 assist, 1 steal, 2 personal fouls, -2 and plus minus 3 points. And the rest of the guys did not play. Coach's decision: 42 of 94, 44% from the field, 17 of 45, 37% from three, 11 of 14, 78% from the free throw line, 16 offensive rebounds, 44 total, 24 assists, 11 steals, 5 blocks, 11 turnovers, and 12 personal fouls for the Cavaliers. This was a nightmare game for them. They didn't look like themselves, even defensively, and they just couldn't figure out how to stick together and find a way to put Phoenix in the stranglehold so that way they can get back in this game and have a real legitimate chance of winning it. But that was mainly because Kevin Wayne Durant said no. When they wanted to defend, he was able to make some tough, hard, difficult shots, and he just did it throughout the third quarter especially, and it just kept the Suns ahead, and they was able to do it for the rest of the game even though they lost that fourth quarter. And it was because he went for 42. 17 to 29 from the field, 4 of 9 from three, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 6 boards, 8 assists, 1 block, 3 turnovers, 1 personal foul. He was a +7 and plus minus. His numbers ain't going out of the world, but scoring the ball that much and making them have to sweat to hope that he misses a shot so they can try to capitalize off of it didn't happen enough tonight. He only turned the ball over 3 times, and he didn't really miss too many shots either. So it really helped that offense that was struggling throughout the games, the last couple, or you can say the last couple months. This is the Kevin Wayne Durant that they need. They need a guy that's going to ensure that if it's going to go down in flames, I'm coming down with it. And he hasn't done that much. And you can say that the same thing about Devin Booker. He had a big game the other day. Kevin Durant, it was his time to step up, and he did. Now we see what they're going to do the next game, because this is a team that you have to watch day to day and week to week, because they're just scattered sometimes mentally when it comes to how they play and how they defend and how they go about trying to win games. Ryan Dunn was able to score in the paint, but he was also able to score outside of it. He was 4 of 9 from the field, 2 of 5 from three, which was good. He also had 9 boards, 3 of them was offensive. He had 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. He had 1 personal foul. He was a +7 and plus minus with 10 points. Also, Iguodaro was 3 of 7 from the field. I like what he was able to do tonight because he had 13 rebounds and 6 points. I know you would want more than that, but it was just how the game ended up going. 5 of them was offensive, 4 assists, 3 turnovers, 2 personal fouls, a +15 and plus minus. And Devin Booker, 7 of 17 from the field, 1 of 4 from three, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 17 points, 10 assists, 2 rebounds, 1 turnover, 4 personal fouls, +13 and plus minus. And Colin Gillespie was all right, 5 of 6 from the field, 3 of 3 from the 3 point line. He did have 4 assists, 2 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 turnover, 1 personal foul, +11 and plus minus 13 points. I love it. It's not too much you can criticize this team for tonight. It's really not. Like, beating the Cavaliers is one of the hardest things to do this season. It's like a challenge. Can you beat the Cavaliers this year? And the Suns are one of them very few teams that did it. Royce O'Neal, 5 of 8 from the field, 5 of 8 from three, because it was his only field goal attempts. 5 rebounds, 1 of them was offensive, 2 assists, 3 turnovers, 3 personal foul, -1 and plus minus 15 points. Cody Martin was 1 of 5 from the field, 0 of 4 from three, did get 6 boards, and 2 was offensive with assists and 2 steals and a block, 2 turnovers, 3 personal foul, -1 and plus minus 4 points. And when you look at what the bench did for the Suns, not only did they defend, they helped on the boards, and they also made shots. And Tyus Jones was one of those beneficiaries of the ball moving, and he kept finding a way to be open. And it's just about him letting it fly when he gets it. And he did that tonight. 4 of 9 from three, 6 of 11 from the field. He did have 3 rebounds, 1 of was offensive, 3 assists, 2 steals, 1 personal foul, a +4 and plus minus with 16 points. I love what I seen out of the Suns today. This was a highly impressive game, and it seemed like they wanted it. They played hard. They gave it to the guys that can help them win this game, and they mostly delivered. Like, all they needed was Devin Booker was to make plays and make shots. That's what he's been doing his whole career. I know he didn't get 20 plus points, but the 10 assists are just like getting 20 plus points when you're finding the right guys at the right time and you're staying ahead when you build it up a lead that you did in the first half and you didn't lose it. 48 of 92, 52% from the field, 14 of 42, 45% from three, 8 of 8 from the free throw line, 100% for them, 12 offensive rebounds. They also had 46 total. That's the lead for tonight. They also had way more assists by basically 9, I believe, 33 for them, 6 steals, 3 blocks for them, and also 13 turnovers only. And it only had 16 personal fouls as a team. And the Suns should be happy. They got a much needed win against a hard opponent to get it from. And it was an entertaining game, and it was kind of out of the ordinary for them. They actually accepted a challenge and looked forward to competing throughout the entire game. And they won a much needed game the right way. This is how the Phoenix Suns play. This is the way they're built. This is the way they're made. And this is how they're going to have to continue to play if they want to win games in the future. It's not easy. It's something that they haven't really been doing since the beginning of the season, winning tough games, winning hard games, finding a way to pull them out. But they're going to have to do this the last couple of weeks to be able to get to the playoffs and try to win the NBA championship with Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, and Nick Richards. No, I'm just playing. But he is going to be in that starting lineup, and he is going to have to step it up, because when you look at the fact that he's a young player that's still trying to learn how to win and play winning basketball, he's going to have to speed it up a little bit more when he gets back on that court, because he's going to have a big role if they win or if they lose, and they put a lot of money on the table for him. And you can't really blame him, because he is one of those workhorse type of players when it comes to rebounding and being in the paint and trying to be that inside anchor / presence on both ends of the court. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell for more analysis. And if you're new to the channel, I do conversation videos just like this about NBA only topics. Also do breakdowns of real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, and also future stars. Also mock draft and draft coverage. If you love that type of stuff, this is the channel for you. I got over 3,000 videos that you can check out already on my channel. And if you like that type of stuff, check out them. You'll love them. Most people on my channel do, and most people that see my work do. All I can do is say recommendation. Go ahead and check them out. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed your day. Hope you guys having a blessed day. Hope you guys continue to appreciate my content for what it is and love it for what it is. And I appreciate the people that do that. Other than that, I'm gone for now, and I will be back with more analysis before this day is over. But you might be getting it later the next day. or I would say earlier, I should say, the next day. Other than that, I'm gone for now. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out.